The Industrial Schools Act of 1868 sought to address the fact that while young petty criminals could be educated and learn a trade in a reformatory, there was no facility to give abandoned children and orphans the same opportunity. Consequently, the Poor Clare's Orphanage, founded in 1868 in Cavan, became St Joseph's Orphanage and Industrial School. The school was in the news in 1943 when on the 24th of February a fire broke out that brought about the deaths of some 30 children and a woman aged 80 who had come back to the orphanage for a visit. At 2 a.m, the smoke coming out of the building alerted some people on the main street. Some of them went to the main entrance to try to get in and were let in by one of the girls, Rose McCaffrey. Because they were not familiar with the layout of the convent, they did not know where to find the girls. They had all been moved into one dormitory where it would have been possible to evacuate them. Records showed that the nuns persuaded the local people to put the fire out first. It seems that the nuns did not think it right for the girls to be seen in public in their nightgowns, so they were not taken out in time. Local men John Kennedy and John McNally went down into the laundry to try to put the fire out, but the heat was too intense and McNally only survived because Kennedy carried him out. By this time another local man arrived with an ordinary wooden ladder, but this would not reach to the dormitory windows. Another man, Matty Hand, a local electricity worker, came with a longer ladder and brought 5 girls down with the help of a man called Louis Blessing. One child made it down the fire escape and another left by an interior stairs. The fire engulfed the dormitory and the remainder of the girls died, over 30 in all. By the time the ill-equipped fire brigade arrived, it was far too late to save the children. The tragedy was talked about throughout the whole country. The investigation said that the fire was caused by a faulty flue. However, it is difficult not to believe the opinion held locally and endorsed by the survivors that if the nuns were not so anxious to protect the girls' modesty, they would have been saved. To the present day, friends and relatives of those lost seek answers as to why it happened. Those who perished were Kathleen and Francis Kiley, 12 years and 9 years, Virginia. Mary and Margaret Lynch, 15 years and 10 years, from Cavan. Josephine and Mona Cassidy, 15 years and 11 years, from Belfast. Kathleen Riley, 14, Butler's Bridge. Mary and Josephine Carroll, 12 years and 10 years, Carlahan. Mary and Susan McKernan, 16 years and 14 years, Dramard. Rose Wright, 11 years, Ballyjames Duff. Mary and Nora Barrett, 12 years, twins, from Dublin. Mary Kelly, 10 years, Ballina. Mary Brady, 7 years, Ballina. Dorothy Daly, 7 years, Cootehill. Mary Ivers, 12 years, Kilcool, Wicklow. Philomena Regan, 9 years, Dublin. Harriet and Ellen Payne, 11 years and 8 years, Dublin. Teresa White, 6 years, Dublin. Mary Roach, 6 years, Dublin. Ellen Morgan, 10 years, Virginia. Elizabeth Heafy, 4 years, Swords. Mary O'Hara, 7 years, Kilnalek. Bernadette Serridge, 5 years, Dublin. Catherine and Margaret Chambers, 9 and 7 years, Enniskillen. Mary Lowry, 17 years, Drumcrow, Cavan. Bridget and Mary Galligan, 17 and 18 years, Drumcassidy, Cavan. And Mary Smith was 80 years and a visitor to the convent. Ganyeni Gia Trokra Era Hanamnaka.